Hello and welcome to my tarot channel. Today's video is how to fix a broken relationship. So there are 4 piles to choose from: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And you can choose by the stone or just choose by the cards using your own intuition, whatever pile is calling to you. So how to fix a broken relationship is the reading today. This is pile 1. I'm using the Garbage Pail official tarot cards today. Pile 3, pile 4. So take your time to choose, and if you need to, go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to start your reading with pile number 1. So how to fix a broken relationship, and I'm going to read this oracle card last. So take the lead, I would say, in whatever the issue is. You got the Lovers, the Ace of Coins. So maybe there isn't as much of an issue as maybe you think. Perhaps you walked away or they walked away, and you may want to get back to them. You may need to take the lead in that. You're feeling like at a crossroads, wanting to tell the truth. Maybe someone needs to tell the truth more, and be more of the leader, which is probably you. You might need to tell the truth more, be more of the leader. You're feeling at a bit of a crossroads about it. Maybe someone walked away or feels like walking away. But with the Lovers card and the Ace of Coins, it's probably definitely worth it. I would just say take the lead in the situation. Make sure you're telling the truth, leading the conversation. For your oracle card, you got Blessed, so I will read that for you now. Just give me a minute to find it. Sorry. All right. You are moving toward a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. So, as far as what's broken, it doesn't really seem that bad. Maybe there was just a crossroads and a feeling of perhaps walking away. Maybe you just need more honesty in the relationship itself, but it seems like it's actually not that bad, and you love this person and whoever it is, and a sense of intimacy with yourself and your spirit, and a deepening of understanding will be gained. So I would just say take the lead and speak to them truthfully, and be as honest as you need to be. In the relationship itself, you will be blessed. So that is maybe the way to step forward and fix the broken relationship. And that is your reading for pile number 1. I will move on to pile number 2. So for pile number 2, how to fix a broken relationship, and I will read your oracle card on the bottom last. You need to put in the effort. It shows 2 people being intimate here, so you need to put in the effort. So maybe someone's not being very honest in the situation or in the relationship itself. Maybe someone's feeling powerless or in a position where they feel like they have less power, and there's a imbalance, and maybe people aren't being like all that good, all that moral in the situation. There's an immorality, a lack of honesty, perhaps a feeling of powerlessness. But as long as you persevere, you can have a new beginning. So I would say someone needs to be more honest, whoever it is that's being dishonest. Maybe there's a sense of like immorality going on. Someone's not following the same kind of ethics that the other person has, and so someone feels a little unbalanced. Someone in the relationship doesn't hold as much power, and so for the new beginning, I would say just persevere, even though you may feel like your head's going to explode sometimes. You may just want to bring the honesty yourself, make sure it's you being honest. And you know, it takes effort, it takes two, so there's just a bit of an imbalance of power perhaps in the relationship and a little dishonesty, so that's what's causing the problem. So you're gonna have to step forward and say what it is, you know, that's bothering you, and just be honest about it. That's what you need to do, and you will persevere. It may just seem scary. For your oracle card, you got Come to the Edge, so I'm gonna find that now and read it. It's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods, and they will deliver what you truly desire. So like that being seen and speaking up. So you just need to let your truth out with whoever it is, which may seem scary, and you got Come to the Edge, but you got to put the effort in, but you will persevere. And maybe that will just make the other person maybe feel weak, but you know, you want to make sure you're on the same page with your ethics and everything else, and the morality and what it is that you need to say. So you just need to speak up to fix the broken relationship. Make sure you're being honest and speaking up, and you can have that new beginning. So that is your reading for pile number 2. We'll move on to pile number 3. So for pile number 3, and we will read your oracle card on the bottom last, you got Just Breathe. So how to fix a broken relationship. You got, so maybe it's a greedy person that is perhaps consumed with monetary things, and I would say that's probably someone that moves swiftly, is really concerned about money and things like that, is maybe a little bit sneaky, is how you feel. But some of that, you might not know what's going on behind the scenes. Some of that might be a bit of an illusion. You just need to breathe and relax. They might have a nature that seems like a bit secretive to you. It's sneaky, and they seem greedier. So that's how it's coming off to you maybe. So what I would say is just take it slowly and breathe and say, you know, what it is that you need to say. Obviously, that's one of the ways, is just to come forth and speak up and say your piece is one of the ways to fix a relationship. But you don't need to be really harsh, because you may not know what's going on behind the scenes, and it might just be part of their nature. It might be one of their large concerns, but they seem to be coming off a bit sneaky maybe to you. I will read what your oracle card says now. So you got Just Breathe. All right. It says, oops, I got the wrong one. Number 4. So it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number 1 priority. The appearance of this card also indicates there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. So I would just say take it easy with this person. Make sure you breathe. Make sure you're your whole person, and that you're relying on, you know, whatever your higher power is, and on, you know, whatever your relationship is with God, or whatever it is that you believe first. And then maybe you just have a bond with this person, and they're there to help you grow and help you learn. So I would just say, you know, be careful, be watchful, breathe, you know, make sure you're being your whole self and you first. And this might just be one of those type of relationships that is there to help you learn and to help you with your own growth. So I will move on to pile number 4 now. That was your reading for pile number 3. Oh my gosh, that was so weird. Actually, that seemed to go really well. with what was being read, except it was the wrong message. And I was wondering why I had the wrong one, which is super bizarre. But I'm actually going to read the other one to you. Alright, so here is another message. That first message actually seems really relevant as well about the growth and everything. And here is another message. Moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up, so like that closest in relationships when closure is denied. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Like I said, make sure you're being your whole self and relying on whatever it is that you rely on, your higher nature, your higher self, God. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee for peace of mind. Accept matters as they are. Make amends if need be and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved. So that's basically almost like what I was saying too, but with the bond and everything. You know, just lay it on the table, say what needs, there's a feeling of it being unfinished, so maybe say what it is that you wanted, you know, to say in the first place. Make sure you get it all out there and everything, especially if you're going to move on, and it might just be a relationship that's there for growth, or it might be something that you don't want to let go of, but it feels like unfinished business to you. So that is your reading for pile number 3. I almost moved on without realizing that. Alright, so for pile number 4, we're going to move on to pile number 4 now. And I will read your oracle, your other oracle card last. That you got Blossom. So how to fix the broken relationship. You got, so you might be feeling a little wounded, but you persevere. You got the Ten of Coins, so comfort and family and wealth, and you might be someone that's very focused on looking inward right now. And you are feeling victorious, and you're in a comfortable place monetarily. So I mean, this reading seems mostly that is most likely you, like, mostly want to comfort, like you will persevere in whatever it is. Like I would even say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like maybe there's not even as much of a problem as you think that there is in the relationship. But if you do bring things up and speak to them clearly, you will be victorious. I just think that for the way you're feeling, maybe that's just you like wanting more alone time or being a little more solitary. But I would say, if it's broke, don't fix it. And if you need to, take a little time to yourself. But it doesn't really seem like there's a huge problem here, really. And I will read your message. So let me just make sure I got the correct one. Sorry. Just want to make sure I get. So you got Between Worlds. And it says, this is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. So yeah, like I said, maybe take a little time to yourself. Maybe this is like a relationship you're just learning from, and it's a little more about you, and you're already in a kind of a good place, so it's okay to take a little time to yourself. If it's not broken, it doesn't necessarily need fixed, so maybe don't hurry it. You will be victorious in it, whatever it is that, you know, feels broken to you. Maybe just take some time to sit out and think about it and think through things. But yeah, with the perseverance and the victory, I would say it will be fixed. It's maybe just something minor, but don't hurry it. This is just a journey about you, more so than even the relationship necessarily. That's the type of relationship maybe that it is. So that is your reading for pile number 4.